All right, so as you guys can see, I am out with a photo group and asked to finally get some street work in with this guy, the GFX100RF, and really have some fun finally shooting some street with this camera. I'm out with a camera mall where I actually picked my camera up from, as you guys know, and they're doing a little Photowalk event before they have another event. Let me get in some good light here. Another event for their patrons at Detroit Shipping Company, which is right behind me, right there. Let me make sure I got it behind me. We're going to be going there for like kind of an after Photowalk event and then have some vendors there, so it should be really nice. But let me go ahead and catch up with the group and see what kind of interesting photos I can get streetwise with this as we walk toward the Fox Theater in downtown Detroit and make our way back. All right, let's go. I am going to use a digital converter because I kind of like the scene that's in front of me, but I don't like all of the folks, but sometimes you don't get a choice in that. All right, so we're gonna keep walking and probably get some architectural shots while we're going, having some fun with this camera, finally getting out to do some street work. So I'm going to the 1:1 aspect ratio for the rest of this, and I will zoom in and zoom out as needed on it, just to get an idea of how I kind of want this to look on the JPEGs. And then when I bring it into Capture One, of course, it'll keep the aspect ratio, which is great. But this will give me an idea too of the images that I'm taking and how I want it to look. So taking shots of some of the architecture here as we walk heading toward Woodward is actually really nice. Things I said before that I think is an issue that I hope they correct in firmware is being able to go back and forth between video a lot faster, because the problem I have is it's just too many steps to get to video if you want to try to get a quick capture of incident or scene, I should say, that's about to happen. Like for instance, I missed the tram, which is down that way, and then I also missed the little bicycle party thing too that was coming at the same time as the tram, because I couldn't get the video set up in as quickly as I want. So we're gonna go back and get out a video here. I just wanted to get some snippets of me talking and be able to show you guys how you can also do some changes with exposure while the video is going as well, which is great and all, but I just wish that I had a quicker button to get to video record. Yeah, I want to try to get this purple flower here, which is blowing nicely with the wind. I don't know. That was well, I want to see how fast this will grab it when it slows down. I thought I was blocking the wind, but it's coming from across the street. guys, welcome back. And I want to give a conclusion on how I felt this camera handled for me while out doing the photo walk, taking images, and finally getting some street experience, if you will, using this camera, which is of course the GFX100RF. So it's been a few weeks since that event, and my thoughts pretty much on this is in the time I've had to look at the images that you've seen come across the screen and look at how I was able to edit them and things like that, is it gave me the same experience that I had with the X100V and honestly the X100 Now, the biggest difference is it's more of an X100V experience, again, because of the no IBIS, and also the fact that I cannot go straight to record using this button right here. So as you saw in the video, that is something I would love for Fuji to do in a firmware update. All in all, everything else is literally as if this was, to me, an X100 series camera, and I had it pretty much set up that way and was able to capture images pretty easily. The added benefit, though, this has over the X100 series is the aspect ratio dial, which I loved, and the ease of use for the digital zoom. Now, on the X100V, you have a control ring like this one that you turn. You can make that control ring your digital zoom, and you can move it back and forth. And it's not that hard to handle, deal with, manipulate. But I did like the fact that I had a button right there or a lever right here, that I was able to move in and out quickly, a lot quicker, to capture images. Because again, when it comes to this camera and using speed, it is medium format. It still isn't fast as an APS-C or say a full frame. So any advantages that they can give me in body to be quicker at capturing faster moving opportunities or quick appearing opportunities, the better. And I did actually like the digital lever rocker, if you will, a lot more on the street side than I thought I would. And I definitely like the fact that I can put things in an automatic, or not automatic, but was easier, I should say, to put things in an aspect ratio to get an understanding of really the story I wanted to tell. Because the story is not just the subject itself, but it's the background, it's everything around it and how you frame it, right, to tell the story you want. And I really enjoyed how I was able to use the aspect ratio right at the beginning to put me in the mood of what it is I wanted, or how I wanted to depict the subject in the scene around them or environment that they're in. So all in all, wonderful experience. You let me know about the images. I think the quality of the images were great, but as street photography goes, you take advantage of what's out there and capture hopefully some good images. And I will continue to look forward to using this for street photography and taking this on vacations and things like that. And it sounds like, based on what my wife is telling me, fighting with her to use it as well. So have a good one, guys. See you on the next video.